never done a video specifically on this, but I'm gonna do a run through with the boss for this event. I'm sure a lot of you guys know how to do it, but it's more of a thing for me. So you guys know how to, so you guys know how to get past some of the spots that are troubling. For this phase, it's not really much of a problem. It's mostly just same as the Kraken event, honestly. But the parts that are hard are the Tsunami I've seen. A lot of people die in the Tsunami parts, which I'll show you a way to actually bypass it and glitch it out, which I find is really funny because the devs didn't patch this from last year. I thought they would, but they didn't. And some other ones that can maybe help you defeat the boss a bit faster than you anticipated. I don't really have a preferred class to use. I just like Hunter because you can long range it, and with this event specifically, these things are annoying close combat. Because like back then when, I guess Legacy I could say, or Alpha Phase, what do you want to call it, there was a lot of problems of people using Dragoon and getting thrown off the map. Because Dragoon was either too fast or Demon was too weak. For this version though, there is of course obviously more classes. I think Summoner would do really good because it has little minions and you don't need to stay stupidly close to it. So let's say you miss one of these platforms, right? I'm gonna purposely miss this one. So what I do is I sit here, gliding on the mount, and what happens, it will push you all the way back to the ship. And sometimes when you get all the way back to the ship, see, it just teleports you back. Which is really good for when the water turns red. As long as you can land it right to the front of the boat right there, it will teleport you right back into the game. Well, not really in game, into the fight. Which is really handy. Has saved my life a lot of times in this game. I'm really shocked they didn't patch it for some reason. But here we are. A whole new season of this. And not patched. So, the tornado, whirlpool, whatever you want to call it, just walk out, away from it. You can glide across using the gliding mount. I do hate all these you need a gliding mount for, but you can get one pretty cheap, I think. I've gotten one pretty cheap before. Where's my pet? The rocks are also lower, as you see from the... Okay, or my pet village doesn't work. That works too. What thing do I have? I do the vampiric one. Of course, you can still just land on here like a normal person and do it. But for some reason, when you hit that spot, it teleports you back. I'm assuming because that's where you're supposed to be teleporting when you enter this boss fight. But that's just my thought on it. It's the only thing is you can get back there when you glitch yourself out. Not like glitch yourself out, you just jump. Because all you're doing is just jumping. Hate Vampiric's not working for some reason. I guess it's just because no passive regeneration. Oh no, it does work. It just takes a while. Snag this. I'm just gonna run through the whole boss fight just so you guys know how I play it, because it might help you, or you can write down tips about it. But I kind of just treat this as a normal Kraken fight from World 6. If you somehow mess this just with a few additions, like how the Vayne had a few additions to it, that's how I treat this. But if you do think of it in that way, it's pretty simple. But it's probably just my opinion, because I have done the fight a lot, like way too much for my own free time, since that was the only thing you could do back in the day. But let's just kill this guy. Come on. The last tentacle. The very last tentacle. There we go. And now for phase 2. Steal all of these and run. Because it spawns right there. I'm gonna snag this too. If you want to know what gear I have on, I'll show you after the boss fight. For these, just you can just glide over. I'm sure you've seen a lot of people do it. Oh, I need to go around it. Again, really easy. Just keep your distance. I'm sure you can use a close combat class in these, but I really hate using close combat classes because of the part where these tentacles are not against the sides. See, this one's in the air, not really air, the middle of the water. I'm sure if you fall in the water, you get one tapped. And I'm sure you all don't want to get one tapped and die because that would probably be infuriating. And I'm sure I wouldn't want to get one tapped and died because if you got this far in the fight, then why would you want to die? I am very happy they updated it to where you hit the tentacles even when they're not down. Even though it takes out the feeling of legacy. It just was so time consuming before, but now it's a little bit better. Oh, and it's dead. Once I collect these. So here's my build. You don't need 0 armor, but that's my build, and then I use this pet, or for emergencies I use this pet. I hope that helped a bit. I can make a whole summary of what I did in the video in the description. I hope everyone has a good day, and goodbye.